toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will get the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge. Then he might be able to do some more damage.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Hunt is in the air on 4th down. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. And the Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Traore. Makes the grab. There he goes. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Here comes the heat. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Dropping back, it's Traore. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to...
Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. And the Wildcats are flying down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And this one is perfect. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Oklahoma State is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Stillwater for a long time. They're up by 21 over Illinois. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. That's caught. It's Vic. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He'll do it himself. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
They're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Using his legs, it's Vic. Slithers into space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Complete to the left. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Pulls it and fires to the left. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Back to pass, it's Traore. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The play-action fake. That's caught. It's Yates. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Back to pass, it's Traore. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Finds this big tight end. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Morrison. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man?
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Gives it on the option. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity.
Breaks into the open. Running through contact. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Rides the back on the option. The give. Finding open areas. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Line getting set on second down. To throw, it's Traore. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. They're setting up the screen. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Here's the pressure. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had. There he goes. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Knocked down, but not before. Gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. The sure hands, it's Morrison now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Running to the left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contest.
Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Using his legs, it's Vic. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Mississippi State right back to the line.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal block.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw, it's Traore. It's complete on the right side. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The pull and throw off the RPO. He smashes his way through again. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He splits the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Nebraska was able to come away with the win, as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Fun one in the Big 12, then. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give on the option. Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before the...
Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field, and shows you that on that explosive play picking up the first.
He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Yeah, sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage, and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More called here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Traore. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He's got the tight end. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got him.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receivers. Putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask, and making it easy for him.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Let's go. Give to the back.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Fires to the tight end. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Looking to throw. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Pocket breaking down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll blow it down. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Wildcats will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Under fire! Safe completion on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
27, Mississippi State, 17.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after. There he goes. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0.